Thanks very much.
Sorry, do you have to speak in the time dedicated to lunch? Even though my doctor says at least you can eat better. It's just because he's so big. Well, inspired to from this last panel, more than everything, seeing myself in those photographs of my principal. That thanks to her, I am here, and obviously thanking to the principal of this great organization, touched but by what you're doing. And, and then just being attached to the prior panel, I would like to make it short so you can have time to go out. I'm going to skip many videos that I want to show you in the 30 minutes that they gave me, and now I'm going to try to do it in less than that time. So everything I want to keep going linked with the two panels, the one that just finished and the one after lunch. On the one I'm going to moderate, here handling the topic of leadership overall. That has to do with the college students. That's why the prior panel speaking about colleges has a lot to do with that. Or we are working in around the world creating future leadership because those students are going to take charges, presidential charges, and around the world, and obviously they are the best. So our big dilemma, leadership in international, is how should be done. How we transform? How do we transform? Do we support the leadership that is inside of them? God gave it to them, and let them understand the importance of the social element that just mentioned here, so we can keep going, and then do it in a such a way that we are in an agreement. That we agree with Dr. Samuel Martin that he just, I don't know if you noticed, but he spoke a lot against his own country and his own continent because from the starting point of the 90s, the European Union, the Congress of Poland in 1996, and the European countries, they are in charge to unified criteria of universities so that the student in Madrid that study 2 years of medicine can keep going in Berlin and the third year. And I don't like that above all. But we want to create that every university handles its own way to see the things without rest importance to what is the importance of the country and create professionals, the adequate professionals. How do we do to run between the two elements of judgment? We're going to see quickly what was mentioned a little bit is the competitivity. Because practically what they ask from us, I mentioned European Union, I mentioned Bologna, the real decree, Spain with his king, had a special decree according to which we have to follow the instructions of the European Union, creating the adequate studies for the students. So, which is similar in all Europe. We in Israel copy from Europe. We love European education. I personally participated in the Congress of Bologna in 1996. It's a long time ago, and I copy from there, and we brought to the universities of Israel elements of judgment of that type. We're going to show you because at the end you should know that the tunim, the very famous tunim, it was created so the European Union can provide to Latin America the same principles. We're going to see the competitivity according to which Latin America from 2003 to 2006 decided to incorporate themselves to that European challenge to create leadership with competitivity during the studies, no matter what matter, uh, or doesn't matter what profession. Then Doctora just arrived that gave us the very important invitation. Let's keep going. I have to skip many things. We have, so let's be heard. Oh, I have it in the other screen. Okay, technology is working now. The magician is my grandkid. Says, Grandpa, just set aside and I fix it. It's just like that in this case. We are in the Declaration of Bologna and the European space. The real decree of which he said Samuel Martin was speaking against it. I hope you see it. ANECA, the agents of evaluation accreditation, everything is the same according to European Union. Then the main objective is in black area up there, situate the student in the middle of the process, not just like the history mentioned to us, same Dr. Samuel Martin, according to what in the old days, the institutions of superior teaching, they have the same format, religious more than all, and now we are trying to put the student in the middle. Before the sacred matter, it was the curriculum. The curriculum, just the one that he mentioned, is the same: theology, Latin, and philosophy. No more sacred elements because it's about the Bible, and why not? The professor, the priest, well, the priest helper, the student. Then the student nowadays says the European Union must be the most important. They write. Let's see how they do it. Quickly, we're going to see different things that we have here. Latin America. When and where was fixed the competitivity for youth leaders, 1996. How many there are? 27. And many of those that were in the European Union, they decided to see well, of course, it was a lot of universities. Uh, it was not only said like that. We have to work in Latin America. We have in the 18 countries, we have Guatemala inside. I'm very proud to be in Guatemala. Most of the people, they don't know why, because I am the grandfather of three Guatemalan grandchildren, so that's why. But yeah, I have Israeli eyes. So I am 62 universities, just imagine. All in 27 tournaments. Here they are. 27 tournaments. To do it quicker, I mentioned 5 of the 27 that has to do with the social aspect that it was remarked here. Well, please correct me if I have a mistake. The fifth citizen commitment. Well, we have to handle the curriculums no matter what subject in university so the student can understand that. Let's keep going. Well, we skip to the 20th. Commitment to preservation of the environment. Very good. True. Excellent. One of the principles of this organization. The 21st. Commitment with the socio-cultural environment and respect to multiculturality. Then I participated in many pictures. I am very interested about cultures, especially being in a country where there are 23 of them, 23 Mayan cultures, so I work with them. Well, let's see what happened with the number 22nd. In Israel, how do we do it? For to be in the 22nd, we work with students in the affective aspect, in the social aspect. We play with them. We do group dynamic. Here's one of them. An aspect multicultural. We have the two first girls. They are Arab, according to the sculpt. The other two, they're Jews. We'll have an Ethiopian at the end. If you notice, they were sitting in the same table. We had tables for four Jew colleges and Palestine colleges that we congregated in the beginning. We're talking about in 2011, where they tell us that we cannot trust the politicians. I hope there are not many politicians that can kill me. In all case, educators, let's say that we have the work and we have meetings. That's it. And we are in valoration and respect for respect diversity. Why not? What else? How is done? Oh, that old guy in that corner, he helped us. Do you remember Confucius? He said, if we speak too much, it's not good. Tell me and I will forget. Show me and I remember a little bit, but most of it, get me involved. So the dynamics is get me involved. Confucius, when did he say that? A little while ago, 2,500 years ago. He knew it how it was done, and we were kind of dumb. No? And this is the manual. The European Union and Spain decided to give us their budget to do this. They asked for a manual, and there's four personalities sat down. One of them is me, two Arab friends, and one Jew friend. We created a manual that has to do only with group dynamics that give us an approach to those tournaments. Oh, that's it. Waving that subject. This is the organization. This is the logo from Spain. It's in Hebrew and Spanish. It's in Israel. But since I was the only one from the team that knows Spanish, and just like Spain put the money, I had to be the victim to prepare all the reports. So just imagine. But that holds how long? 2 years. At the 2 years, the money was gone. In 2012, Spain economically was a little hard, and they did not support anymore. So we went to the rich ones. We went to Germany. Then they put money, but I was saved because since I don't know German, I was saved because I didn't do any reports. Well, we were in that, and here they are, dancing, playing, sharing together. 2 days we were with them, and later we kept going. It was 4 Jewish schools, 4 Arab schools, and right now we have 25 and 25. And even they say it's a drop in the sea, and they're right. It's a sea. It's a drop in the sea. But we have to give the first step, and then we face education, no violence. Coexistence, and then we have them here. We have thanks of teachers and professors that luckily they were. And then the last phrase, my best hopes. I have the hope to see you all again. This is Lena. I had to translate it from English. Well, if you don't believe me, here is the English. Okay. Well, that's it. Well, you're invited. The land is sacred, and its people. Thank you very much.